talk to you. Let me talk to you. Let it rain. Let me talk to you. Come on. Shawty got the mouth bottom jeans with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shawty got low. Them baggy slack pants and the Reeboks with the strap. She turned around and gave that big booty a slap. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shawty got low. I ain't never seen nothing that'll make me go this crazy all night, spinning my dough. Had $1 million vibe in the body to go. Them birthday cakes, they stole the show. So sexual, she was flexible, professional, drinking Xano. Hold up, wait a minute, do I see what I think I will? Did a thing I seen, sure they get low. Ain't the same when it's up that close. Make it rain, I'm making it snow. What the I got the bang bro. I'ma say that I prefer them no clothes. I'm into that, I love women exposed. She threw it back at me, I gave her more. Cash ain't a problem, I know where it goes. She had them bottom jeans with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shawty got low. Them baggy slack pants and the Reeboks with the strap. She turned around and gave that big booty a slap. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shawty got low. Yeah, shawty, what I gotta do to get you home? My jeans full of guap and they ready for shows. Got a Lex Maybach for the sexy grown. Patron on the rocks that'll make you moan. 1 step, come on, 2 steps, come on, 3 steps, come on. Now that's 3 grand. What you think I'm playing? Baby girl, I'm the man. I'm getting rubber bands. That's what I told her. Her legs on my shoulder. I knew it was over. That Henny and Cola got me like a soldier. She ready for Rover. I couldn't control her. So lucky on me, I was just like a clover. Shorty was hot like a toaster. Sorry, but I had to fold her like a poster. She showed her. Bottom jeans with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shawty got low. Them baggy slack pants and the Reeboks with the strap. She turned around and gave that big booty a slap. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shawty got low. Shawty, yeah, she was worth the money. Mama took my cash, and I ain't want it back. The way she bit that bag, got her them paper stacks. Tattoo above her, I had to handle that. I was on it, sexy woman, kept me shown and made me want it. 2 in the morning, I'm zoning, them rose bottles foaming. She wouldn't stop, made it drop. Shorty did that pop and lock, had to break her off that quad. Gal was fine, just like my bottom jeans with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shawty got low. Them baggy sweatpants and the Reeboks with the strap. She turned around and gave that big booty a slap. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shawty got low. Come on.
From the Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach studio,
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia.
this is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Yeah, here we go. Hello and welcome to the KVJ show. Happy Tuesday.
Tuesday is better than Monday.
It is. It is. Now, today actually is kind of a positive day, and I'll tell you why. Because I know it doesn't sound positive, but it is the peak of hurricane season.
I know what you're going with.
And the good news for us, we don't really have a hurricane that is dialed right at us. I know there is a little disturbance there in the Gulf.
Louisiana's a little
Right.
stressed. They might be getting a cat too.
Right. But
But-
we're all good.
We're good in Florida right now. Knock on wood, knock on your head, knock on something.
So what it tells me is every single day from here on out, our chances of a major storm decrease every single day.
Stat guy Kev.
That's right. I love stats. I love the odds. And so that's a really good note. But yeah, it does feel like a very murky, stormy kind of day.
It does.
Yes.
It's muggy.
Well, when I walk out of my house, here's the unsettling thing in Florida. I must have bufo toads and all kinds of animals that
Me
scatter.
too,
And so
yes.
when you walk out to your car, all you hear is this clunking and thudding, and you're like, okay, what are these noises? But it's something you get used to in Florida. Because you're like, okay, it's just all of the reptiles scampering.
I walk out and I see so much movement.
Yes.
Right on my front porch.
Right.
Because I leave the porch light on. I'm afraid
Yeah.
of being murdered on my porch.
Yeah.
So I leave the porch light on all night. So it's very illuminated, but there's just frogs and lizards. And you know how you go to grab your door, and when you hold your door, my door swings out. A little bit of my
Yeah.
hand is on the outside of the door.
Right.
Touched a lizard
Oh,
yesterday. There was a lizard right where I put my hand, and I was like, ah!
There's so many jumpy, unsettling things that you have to deal with every single day. Yeah. So hopefully it starts getting less and less every single day. So here we go. That is the positivity here coming from the KVJ show. We are up on your YouTube right now. Do you have a screen anywhere in your home, or do you have one in your pocket? On YouTube, you do, because they got a mobile app, and if you can pull it up on your smart TV, you can watch the KVJ show right now. Just go to YouTube, look for the KVJ show, or dial up kvjshow.tv. Coming up here in just a second, we will let you know what we got on our mind, including, I know you love exclusivity, Virginia.
I do, like a fancy exclusive party.
Have you ever heard of Club 33 at Disney?
No.
Okay, I didn't either. So I'm just curious if anybody who is a Disney fan knows about this. If you like elevated and exclusive, I'll tell you about it coming up next.
If you don't wanna see me, did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me? Maybe, but look at where I ended up. I'm all good already, so moved on. It's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it took some time to survive you, I'm better on the other side. I'm all good already, so moved on. It's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Don't stop now. I'm not where you left me at all. So
Well, I know you do love Elevated. I know you do love Exclusive Virginia. They've got this thing at Disney called Club 33. I'm just curious if anybody's ever been a part of it.
What is this?
It's supposedly a 5-star restaurant and lounge who has got all these celebrities like Tom Hanks that are members of this thing. Apparently, it was something where Disney himself, he never saw it all the way through, but he wanted a place where celebrities could kind of get away from the crowds and still enjoy the park. And then also, too, he could hobnob and schmooze with all the biggest names in Hollywood and in the world.
So it's only in the California resort?
No, apparently it's in every single one that they have.
One?
Yeah, it started in Disneyland, but according to what I'm hearing, it is at every Disney park that they have.
Oh.
It's a fancy, exclusive restaurant. It serves alcohol, and there's a mandatory dress code to get in this thing. And of course, with a place so nice and elevated and exclusive, it's got a pretty steep price. They say the initiation fee runs $25,000 to $50,000 with annual dues as high as $30,000. And there's a 10-year waiting list to join.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I had, of all the stuff we always hear about with Disney and the hidden tunnels and all these kind of things, even freezing Disney's brain, I haven't even heard of Club 33.
Is that true about the brain?
I don't know. I've heard those rumors, which I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, the more you hear about Disney, who knows? I think the guy wanted to live forever. And they say that if you have a membership, for instance, at the one in Orlando at Disney World, it doesn't mean you have a membership to the one at Disneyland.
Oh.
And I was seeing that the only way to get in is either you have a membership or you have to have a direct invite from someone who is a member. And they were saying that if you sell, for instance, a guest trip, they will revoke your membership.
You have to be there as the member. You can't let
Yes.
somebody go use your name.
Yeah, the story or the legend is that there was a couple that was auctioning off a chance to go to Club 33 that had a membership online for $1,500 each, and they got busted and they had their membership revoked.
Okay.
So I don't know. Like I said, it may just be all rumor, but I'd heard this story. I just was curious if you'd ever heard of Club 33.
I haven't, but now I'm on a mission to find somebody who's a member and get an invite.
Yes.
That's
right.
amazing.
I'm just kind of curious if they do have that. So if anyone does know, any of you Disney fanatics, you can let me know if it is just a rumor, one of the legendary stories of Disney, or if it is legit.
Well, you're a celebrity. You do the dirt of the day. You can get in.
I think the deep pocket requirement would get me out.
Not going to do it.
I don't have that kind of cash.
What you got on your mind today, Bird?
Pizza. And I want to talk about the school system, especially the public school system. Let's say Rocco wants pizza today at lunch. Can he get that? Is that always available, or does it depend on what's on the public school menu that day?
I think it depends on the menu. I don't think he can just walk in and go, make me a pie, lady.
So they don't have slices of pizza ready to go every day, which I kind of find odd. No?
I don't think they do, because Rocco would get it every single day.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I know, right? Pizza every day sounds awesome.
I think they need more diversity in their diet.
Okay.
If Rocco could have pizza every meal, he would.
But I remember eating school cafeteria lunches as a kid. None of them were healthy. Even days that they didn't have pizza, you had the corn dog. You had about the healthiest thing they had was turkey tetrazzini, and that was not healthy.
Yeah, I remember that was an initiative of Michelle Obama when she was the first lady, was going in and creating healthier school lunches, because she did. Like, you looked around and said, there's nothing healthy we offer these kids. And so that was her big initiative, was to clean up and make school lunches across America healthier. Now, did she succeed? How much did she do it? Because I haven't been to school since.
Yeah, it's rare that I'm there to see what they're serving at school lunch, but I kind of remember when Mags was in it, it looked like it was one step above prison food.
I just remember being a little jaybird and always having pizza and taking the tater tots and wrapping it in my pizza and eating that.
You did carb on carb even then, huh?
I did.
Yeah.
And when you were a fourth grader, you were allowed to use the adult salad bar, and that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Because then you could put dressing on your pizza. But I'm so so curious about the cafeteria stylings of a public school system.
Yeah, I mean, I know they're always trying to recruit volunteers to go to the school and help out with school lunch. Maybe you should volunteer.
Do I need to become a volunteer lunch lady?
Are you allowed doing that? I don't know. Middle-aged man with no kids. Hey, I'd like to come in and hang out in your cafeteria all day.
It's the whole
Creepy.
It's the whole me not having kids is really what.
There's a lot of things in there, honestly. I think it's creepy if I went in, so it doesn't work. It's not just about the kids.
I would like to just go into a public school cafeteria and just try all their food.
I know you would.
I know it's weird.
I know it's kind of creepy, though, that you have no kids.
Well, let's do it. Maybe I can just get in there when the kids aren't there.
Guest trip.
Also, I'm not a monster. I'm not going to,
Well, when the kids aren't there, the food's not there.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, you're right. No kids, no food.
You're right.
If you go
One
when there's
comes
no
with the other.
kids, they don't need to have food.
What kind of fantasy am I making up here? I'm going to go to the cafeterias. They're going to make me food.
Dream on.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, my girlfriend is getting ready right now. She's about to leave her house, and she is going to do what I want to do, which is that little lower facelift, where they just take the little bottom part of your face right here that like starts to droop when you get in your 50s and droops even more when you get in your 60s. She's just doing a little nink, where they just take it back a little bit and just tighten everything up and give you that jaw back. I'm so excited for her. So she's literally going to be there in like 45 minutes for her surgery.
Oh, okay. This is what you and your friends get excited about these days.
I am watching her, and I'm going to go to her house today because she'll be done with the procedure by like noon, and they'll just bring her back home. And so I'm going to go to her house and see how she's doing, check it all out. I'm very curious about this lower facelift, a mini facelift.
I guess the older you get, you got to worry about the jowls and the bowels, right?
That's it.
My bowels are good.
That's good.
Jowls, not so much.
Your bowels are good for now. Don't worry, Father Time will get you.
I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat room confirming the Club 33s at Disney.
Really?
Yeah, that it is a legit thing, an exclusive club. Toph said, yeah, it's 100% true. You can actually see the entrances at the park. So if you see a little sign, and they had a picture of it, it just said 33 on it.
So yeah, if you don't know what it is, you might think it's like an employees only thing or something. Mm-hmm. But now we know what it is.
Yes, and I did hear, and Toph is confirming that just like any other thing they have at Disney, when you exit the Club 33, you still go through a gift shop.
They'll get you.
But they have exclusive merch in there you cannot buy in the park. It's got all these things that say Club 33 Mickey ears and things like that. So if you're walking around and you see somebody with a 33 on, that means that they're an exclusive member.
And then on the back it says, I'm better than you.
Yes. But you got to watch because one comment said from James that there was a guy that was not in Club 33 but was a member and got all hammered in the park, and they revoked his membership to Club 33. So you cannot go into the park, get some cocktails in Club 33 and go act a fool, that you will get the boot.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you have to keep it together.
Got to keep it together.
That's the hard part.
Right. That's why we'll never be in Club 33. Well, that and many other reasons.
That and the price ticket.
Yeah. All right, coming up here in just a couple of minutes, you may have already seen the Tyreek Hill body cam footage. Did you guys check that out?
I did.
Yeah, it's up on the KVJ Instagram, Facebook. If you haven't, you go take a peek at it, or we'll have it on KVJ-TV coming up. So what is Tyreek Hill saying about it? What is Miami-Dade police saying about it? And what are the Miami Dolphins saying about it? And I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. If you had to ascribe blame in this situation with Tyreek Hill, the Miami Dolphins wide receiver, getting pulled over before the game on Sunday, how much is Tyreek's fault? How much is Miami-Dade police fault? We'll discuss coming up next.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Right now at Macy's, it's the perfect time to start looking ahead to fall. Shop all the on-trend wardrobe updates you can wear now and keep wearing later, like flowy full-length dresses and easy lightweight layers, like blazers, cardigans, and jackets. And Macy's has great deals on fall updates for every room in your home, like warm bedding and kitchen essentials. Plus, download the app for exclusive savings, inspiration, and more today at Macy's.
Racetrack's here for whatever gets you going. Like when you've been working nonstop, on the road and on the go like you do it for a living. 'Cause you do. Then there's the company softball game. Boom, you're there. Walking the dog. Pow, he's a happy boy. Coffee with dad. Definitely gonna make that happen. You've got it in the bag. Just one quick stop at Racetrack and you're still the favorite son. Because you've always got time to share a coffee with someone special. Racetrack. Whatever gets you going.
ZOOMTAN. I was tan last summer, now I'm pale again. I need a little bit of help to be ready for the beach. Zoom Tan puts the sun within my reach. Brown as a biscuit for $9.99. ZoomTan.com for a limited time. Zoom Tan, $9.99. ZoomTan.com. Zoom Tan for a limited time. Zoom Tan.
All copper tans are now Zoom Tans. Go to zoomtan.com/radio for $9.99 offer.
John C. Cassidy Air Conditioning and Plumbing is proud to unveil that the C stands for comfort.
Mr. Announcer Man, sir, the C is for Charles.
The C stands for cool.
It's Charles.
The C stands for care with class.
Charles.
Hush, hush. John C. Cassidy has kept Palm Beach County cool and comfortable with care and glass since 1960. Find out more at CassidyAC.com to see for yourself.
Your next travel adventure is waiting in Houston, Texas. And getting there is a breeze. With non-stop flights from Palm Beach International Airport on United Airlines, discover Houston's rich culture, vibrant history, and endless entertainment. Explore the Space Center. Catch a game. Or experience the city's diverse cuisine. Book your non-stop flight from PBI to Houston today. Visit pbia.org. Whether you're flying near or far, remember to always fly PBI.
Ulta Beauty's 21 Days of Beauty event is back. From now until September 19th, score over 200 daily beauty steals at 50% off in every category. And check Ulta.com daily to get them all before they're gone. Take 50% off bestsellers from brands like Estee Lauder and Supergoop. Plus, say hello to new finds from brands like Dyson and Sol de Janeiro. And Ilia is now at Ulta Beauty in select stores and online. Shop in-store at Ulta.com or try pickup today. Ulta Beauty. The possibilities are beautiful. Conditions apply while supplies last.
Turn the house you want into the home you own with help from Bank of America's Community Home Ownership Commitment. In select markets, get up to $17,500 when combining down payment and closing cost grants. That's right, up to $17,500. Visit bankofamerica.com/homeowner to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America N.A. Equal Housing Lender. Credit and collateral are subject to approval. Restrictions apply. This is not a commitment to lend.
Just because you have something doesn't mean you need to keep it. You know how good it feels when you donate stuff? You feel like you've lightened the load. Same thing goes with unwanted fat. Get rid of it. You're not donating it. You're just making it go away. And I'm not talking about a diet. I'm talking about a plan. The Coastal Weight Loss Secret Plan. It's Tracy. I lost 43 pounds with Coastal Weight Loss Secret in just 3.5 months. And friends, it was so easy. I was not hungry. I was not doing shots. And definitely not eating any of those prepackaged meals. There are so many things that I really love about Coastal Weight Loss Secret. But I gotta tell you, keeping the weight off has been a really big thing. Because, you know, a lot of people go on these weight loss programs and they lose the weight. And then it all comes back. I have kept this weight off with Coastal Weight Loss Secret for over a year now, and I'm proud of myself. Get rid of your unwanted fat and be proud of yourself. Call Dr. Zuckerman now at 561-680-3090 and find out more online at coastalweightloss.secret.com.
When it comes to relocation, your experts at Good Greek are ready to help you with every detail, from the small stuff all the way to the big stuff: moving, storing, insurance, real estate, your mortgage. They can do it all, and they make your relocation so easy with their expert customer service.
Yeah, and the great thing about them, too, is just really the size. Good Greek has one of the highest referral rates for moving companies of its size in Florida, nearly 200 trucks. So they got the power to move you anywhere you want, and they give you a GPS tracker when you do, so you can follow all your valuables in transit.
They have so many services. They offer junk removal as well, and I got some junk around my place.
Yeah, they do junk removal. They do auto transport. I mean, you name it. There is no problem too big or too small that you can throw at Good Greek that they can't handle. Go online today, goodgreek.com, because it's all Good Greek to us.
Experience the Anna Jar Levine difference. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
They keep it real. The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Well, it's all over the news again today. The body cam footage was released last night by Miami-Dade police. I don't know if anybody was really expecting it to drop like it did, but there it was, and the world was watching. You saw a lot of different camera footage from Sunday when Tyreek Hill was pulled over for speeding, then handcuffed and taken to the ground 2 separate times. He talked about it a little bit in the post-game. He also did a touchdown celebration after he scored with him in handcuffs. So you knew it was something that was definitely on his mind. So after seeing the body cam footage, the big question is, who do you hold mostly responsible for this? And if you had to attribute blame, how much of it goes on Miami-Dade PD? How much of it goes on Tyreek Hill for a situation that escalated much higher than it ever needed to? For him to be ripped out of his car, put in handcuffs, put on the ground 2 different times, seemed like it was a lot more than what needed to happen. Now, some people are commenting on Tyreek Hill and the fact that at first he was not real cooperative in rolling down his window, which was tinted with dark tint. Tyreek is saying that the reason why he only cracked it was because he saw fans walking by and he didn't want them taking video of him in his car and that having to be a thing that he had to talk about. He was also a little surprised that he was pulled over, thinking he wasn't going that fast. In the video we posted up on both Facebook and Instagram, you can see and how fast he passed by. Now, you can't tell an exact mile per hour, but you know, are you expecting somebody riding on a curb or zipping by at 100 miles an hour? It didn't look like he was doing anything like that, but probably was at least exceeding the speed limit. And keep in mind, they are really tight in that area because you have a lot of pedestrians that are trying to get into the stadium. So the Miami-Dade police, they are very sensitive to that and anyone going slightly over the speed limit for that reason. It presents a very dangerous situation. So that's something you could say, all right, Tyreek, you got to be mindful of your speed around the stadium. And then the thing with the window might have been an issue. But with the body cam footage that they released, you can really hear the interaction a lot more of what happened. And here is some of the highlights from how it sounded when they pulled Tyreek Hill over before the Dolphins game on Sunday.
Hey, don't knock on my window like that, man. Don't knock on
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Don't knock on my window.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Don't knock on my window like that, no.
Like what?
Don't knock on my window like that.
Why you have it up?
Don't knock on my window like that.
Why you have it up? I have to knock to let you know I'm here. That way you can lower it and talk to you.
Just get my ticket, bro, so I can go. I'm late, gang. Do what you gotta do.
Keep it down. Hey! Keep your window down. Hey! Keep your window down.
Don't tell me what.
Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car.
Break that window.
Get out of the car.
I'm finna get out.
Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Okay, at that point, he was taken out, and that's when he was put down on his stomach and he was handcuffed. The one Miami-Dade police officer had his knee on his back at this situation and this point.
Get out! Damn! What part of blood are you in this thing? Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, dude. I'm getting arrested. I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting out, bro. God damn, twin.
Now, I kept calling for a Drew, and you don't know for sure if it's his agent, Drew Rosenhaus, or I guess the guy that works Dolphin Security, a former cop, is named Drew as well. So for whatever reason, he was calling for one or the other Drews.
There's multiple Drews that could help him, but there was no Drews on the scene.
Right.
Although I think the agent did show up like 25 minutes later and helped. But
and Drew Rosenhaus is at every Dolphins event right near Tyreek.
You really could have used Drew riding shotgun.
He just needs a Drew. Any Drew? Can I get a Drew? Somewhere can I get a Drew?
When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand? You understand? Not what you want, but when we tell you. You're a little. I'm getting out, bro. Too late. right, bro, take me to jail, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro.
We are. We will.
Good, bro.
It is good.
Hey,
don't worry about it. I hung up the phone. Stop crying.
Now, they tell him a couple times. One, the cop says, stop crying. Another one is he talks about your hearing, and then there is an aggressive moment where one of the Miami-Dade police comes over and puts his arm up over Tyreek Hill's shoulder to force him down to the ground, and Tyreek is talking about, hey, man, I just had a knee surgery. And so he was concerned about that. Now, as it is, Tyreek Hill received 2 traffic citations for it, and Miami-Dade police, they are talking and they are calling Tyreek Hill uncooperative. They said he refused to sit on the ground and therefore was redirected to the ground, is their side of it. Now, the Miami Dolphins are standing by Tyreek Hill, and they put out this official statement about the incident. They said, we are saddened by the overly aggressive, violent conduct directed towards Tyreek Hill, Calais Campbell, and Juno Smith by police officers before yesterday's game. It is both maddening and heartbreaking to watch the very people we trust to protect our community use such unnecessary force and hostility towards these players. Yet it is also a reminder that not every situation like this ends in peace, as we are grateful this one did. What if it wasn't Tyreek Hill? Is a question that will carry with resounding impact. And Miami Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel said, it's been hard for me not to find myself more upset the more I think about it. Now, one of the officers involved in the incident has been placed on administrative duties while the investigation is being conducted. And just looking at a lot of the comments, I would say it's probably, there's some people that are saying, hey, Tyreek could have behaved a little better and maybe it wouldn't have escalated as quickly. But for the most part, 80% of the comments are calling out the aggressiveness of the Miami-Dade police.
I think it was a little disrespectful from him not to put his window down and to put it back up.
Yeah.
And that could have been met with a different show.
Right.
Like, I think they were a little bit pissed. They should have been a little bit pissed that he wouldn't put his window down, but instead they were a lot pissed that he wouldn't put his window down. So I do kind of think it more falls on them.
Is it possible sometimes in a life that just everybody in the equation didn't handle it the right way?
Yeah.
Is that also a possible thing?
I think it is.
Not everything has to be A or B. There's also nuances to every situation.
They do that in court. They'll actually ascribe a percentage of blame. And if I had to look at this, I would say at least 80% Miami-Dade police on how they reacted to the situation, and probably 20% on Tyreek Hill on how he reacted.
I mean, the cops obviously did not have to go that hard and get all crazy like that, but also cops don't like it when you don't listen to them.
Right. And you disrespect them, and it just sets something off. And you know, when they tell you to get out, you got to get out. It's not something where they want to see you on the phone and stalling. And
But and I haven't seen the video, so it's very hard for me to comment. But just hearing the audio, and I don't know if that's edited or not, it sounds like the police officer didn't have the right temperament for the trade. I mean, people are going to, especially in 2024, people are going to give it back to the cops at times. And you can't, as a police officer, you can't go from 0 to 100 either with your ego.
Right.
I understand people have to listen to you. It's going to be one of them things where you're going to get so many different answers, and people are going to just be upset about the entire situation.
Yeah, I would think that's basically how it goes. The way I looked at it, I've seen it a lot of times and really looked at it. And it's interesting because there are even some comments that I've seen that we've received texts, and there were some comments even on what we posted up with some police officers that were saying, I am a little embarrassed for how that was handled. That is not the way it should have been done.
And I've seen police officers, when someone's giving it back to them, they stay calm and they keep the right temper. And that's what you do want that. I mean, there was no life-threatening situations going on here.
Well, I mean, you've got a body cam on, if for nothing else, but just to protect yourself from public backlash, administrative leave, like all those things.
I think it's a moment where everybody can learn from it. I think that Tyreek Hill can learn a little something from it on traffic stops and how to deal with it a little bit better. Putting your window up the entire time. And a lot of people are saying, hey, by law, you don't necessarily have to have your window down. That's not part of it. So he didn't have to, but maybe with the window down, we wouldn't have gotten to the point that we did. And then the cops yanking him out of the car, putting handcuffs on him, forcing him to the ground twice. Some of the comments that they made, too, I felt were unprofessional. The one about your hearing, I thought using an F-bomb, those kind of things, to me, I felt were unnecessary and too aggressive. So I think there's a lot to learn by Miami-Dade police as well in handling the situation.
I'm with you. I think a lot of times the media likes to say it's either A or B, and it likes to get everybody upset. And sometimes there's
both people made a mistake.
Yeah.
But you're not. It's not against the law to talk to a cop in an aggressive way. You just can't get physical with them. I mean, you're allowed to be sassy, but I don't think you're going to get anywhere quicker that way.
Yeah. Well, here was Tyreek Hill. He did do an interview with Lester Holt last night on NBC about the incident. Here's what he had to say.
I was opening my door and I was finna get out. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like they was like wanting me to like move fast. Like,
did they immediately put you in handcuffs or?
Immediately. Like they felt like I was a threat, and I don't see why they felt like I was a threat.
Sounds like you very much dispute what the police union is saying.
I mean, everybody has their own sides, their own version, and I feel like they do that, to kind of protect, the officer.
Do you think you were speeding?
I have no idea. But I wasn't going like 80 or 70 or 60. Surprising to me that I got pulled over.
What message were you hoping to send with that celebration?
Like I said, man, you got to learn how to laugh and have a good time. If I wasn't Tyreek Hill, Lord knows I probably would have been. You would have been locked up. I don't like dividing people, man. I like bringing people together.
Okay, there you go. So despite the incident, Tyreek Hill, I think, would rather put it all behind him and move on and not have any hard feelings in the situation. But, yeah, a lot of people are going to be analyzing that body cam footage today, and there will be a lot of opinions. So if you've got one, you can share it with us.
And then will there be like a court date where they all go back to court together?
It's 2 traffic violations. I can't imagine there's going to be much out of it. My expectations are that people will just wait to hear if there's any disciplinary actions or what the statement is from Miami-Dade police. Right now, it sounds like they are putting it on the way Tyreek Hill handled the situation, even though they do have the one cop that they've kind of, put on the sidelines as they analyze things. There may be a talking to, and they might want to address that with the public, because I think that a majority of the comments I saw, people do have feelings and feel like Miami-Dade was overly aggressive, and that creates concerns in the community that how will they handle it if that is me? I'm not a guy that has Tyreek Hill money, and I don't have that kind of fame. Would I be met with that kind of aggression if I feel like I'm doing something that I'm allowed to do, which is keep my window up during a traffic stop? Will I be yanked out of my car like that? And that's the one thing Miami-Dade police is going to have to address. Got something to say? You always can. 877-979-WRMF. Call or text 877-979-9763 at the KVJ Show.
You got a fast car, and I want to take it to anywhere. Maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. You got a fast car, and I got a plan to get us out of here. Been working at the convenience store. Managed to save just a little bit of money. Won't have to drive too far. Just to cross the border and into the city, and you and I can both get jobs. Finally see what it means to be living. See, my old man's got a problem. He live in the bottle, that's the way it is. Said his body's too old for working. His body's too young to look like his. So mama went off and left him. She wanted more from life than he could give. I said somebody's gotta take care of him. So I quit school and that's what I did. You got a fast car. Is it fast enough so we can fly away? Still gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or live or die this way. So I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast it felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I feeling that I belong. I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. You got a fast car, we go cruising, entertain ourselves. Still ain't got a job, so I work in the market as a checkout girl. I know things will get better. You'll find work and I'll get promoted, and we'll move out of the shelter, buy a bigger house, live in the suburbs. So I remember when we were driving in your car, speed so fast I felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder, and I had a feeling that I belong. I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. You got a fast car, I got a job that pays all our bills. We stay out drinking late at the bar, see more of your friends than you do your kids. I'd always hope for better, thought maybe together you and me'd find it. I got no plans, I ain't going nowhere. Take your fast car and keep on driving. So I remember we were driving in your car, speed so fast I felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder, and I had a feeling that I belong. I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. You got a fast car, is it fast enough so we can fly away? Still gotta make a decision, leave tonight or live and die this way.
Did anybody watch Ryan Seacrest last night in his big debut?
I heard it on in the living room, but I was busy filming a video with Rocco.
Okay.
I did not see Ryan's debut. I'm sure you have some audio for us.
Yeah, this was what he had to say really as he got going last night for his first ever time hosting Wheel of Fortune.
Hosting Wheel of Fortune is a dream job. I've been a fan of this show since I was a kid watching it in Atlanta with my family, and I know how special it is that Wheel has been in your living rooms for the past 40 years. And I'm just so grateful to be invited in. I also know I've got some very big shoes to fill. So let's play Wheel of Fortune. Grab those devices. Time for the first toss-up. The category is showbiz, and Vanna, we are going.
Okay, and away he went. You know, as what he does, I assume it sounds like he did a pretty decent job. He did have one contestant that struggled, and Seacrest actually had a little bit of a quip. This is more quippy than I believe I've ever heard Ryan Seacrest on any of his other shows.
Digital compartment, digital apartment, digital entrapment, digital contraptment.
Well, we got all the digitals but footprint. Oh, you were so close. You were right on it.
No.
And no grunting. You've got over $25,000 in cash and prize. You've got some great trips. Terry, thank you for being here on my first night. Yes, sir. It's been a real pleasure to hang out with.
It's apparently a new rule on Wheel of Fortune, no grunting.
You probably shouldn't be grunting on Wheel of Fortune.
He's laying down the ground rules early on. So, yeah, it sounds like his debut might have gone better than Tom Brady's did at the NFL on Sunday. So, if you're ranking debuts, I guess Seacrest probably won that first round.
Did Brady have a rough go at it?
A lot of people said he was stiff. People thought his voice sounded weird, too.
His voice does sound kind of weird.
The critiques I was reading, I was all over social media just going through the posts and everything, and the commentary was pretty amusing on Tom Brady. So I did not see any tweets on Ryan Seacrest.
I didn't see it. I gotta watch it.
Yeah.
They're both laughing all the way to the bank.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be fine.
Yeah.
But when you put yourself out there, people are going to have something to say.
Mm-hmm. But you know what they do say about watching game shows? They say that they're good for your brain. They make you pay close attention, quickly process information, and either problem solve or recall knowledge. It's good for you. That's why I want to give you a challenge here for your own brain. I've got a word connection.
Oh, boy.
I'm only doing it for your own good.
Thank you, but this is where we get a little bit embarrassed, Jay Bird.
Okay, what you got to do here on these word connections, you've got to tell me, what do these 4 words have in common? They are tooth, heart, spot, and Jesus. What do you think that might be?
Jesus as in our Lord and Savior?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Tooth, heart, spot, and Jesus. 4 words. What do they have in common? If you can figure it out first before the KVJ show, you can text it into us or call 877-979-WRMF.
From the WRMF Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Traffic Center.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Step up to affordable luxury that's just right for you at Infinity of the Palm Beaches. Enjoy the award-winning ownership experience of your favorite Infinity models with leases starting just at $339. For a superior and uncomplicated buying experience, visit infinityofthepalmbeaches.com. This morning, still no major incidents being reported on your roadways, I-95 and the Turnpike throughout Palm Beach and Broward counties. However, remember that Lawrence Road is still closed between Hypoluxo and Lantana. This is due to road construction. Use a military trail as an alternate route. From the 850 WFTL Traffic Center, I'm Evelyn Romo.
Treat yourself to a Massage Envy customized facial because being confident in your own skin is a beautiful thing. Schedule an appointment with a Massage Envy experienced esthetician today. They'll help you grow your glow. MassageEnvy.com, hiring estheticians and massage therapists.
Tomorrow on MTV, your favorite iconic artists take the stage at the VMAs. Featuring Anita, Benson Boone, Camila Cabello, Chavel Roan, Glorilla, Halsey, Karol G, Lenny Kravitz, Lisa, LL Cool J, Rauw Alejandro, Sabrina Carpenter, and Shawn Mendes. Plus a canvas performance by video vanguard Katy Perry. And it's all hosted by Megan Thee Stallion. The MTV Video Music Awards. Live tomorrow at 8, 7 Central on MTV.
Every morning brings new opportunities. That's why I love McDonald's new limited time breakfast deal. For just $5, I can mix and match 2 of my favorite breakfast sandwiches to make all new flavor combinations. Today, I'm starting my morning with a sausage McMuffin with egg and an Egg McMuffin for just $5. Tomorrow, I may mix it up with 2 Egg McMuffins. So, it's a new day, but the same great 2 for $5 deal. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
The 2 scariest words right now are filling and up. Filling up on gas, terrifying. Filling up on groceries, a nightmare. But with a McDonald's $5 meal deal, filling up on flavor is easy. I can choose between a McDouble or McChicken, plus a 4-piece Chicken McNugget, small fries, and a soft drink. All of this for just $5. I'm filling up with a McDouble and Coke. Have no fear. The McDonald's $5 meal deal is here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola is a registered trademark of the Coca-Cola Company.
With Progressive Snapshot, you could save on auto insurance rates by driving safely, which is great because you're rarely rewarded for just being you. Ever get rewarded for being left-handed? No. You get to use weird scissors. Your reward for being a Capricorn? Cold birthdays that conflict with the holidays. And your reward for quickly responding to every work email? More emails. But with Snapshot, even left-handed Capricorns with proper email etiquette could get rewarded for good driving. So download the Progressive app today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates. Snapshot not available in all states or from all agents.
The new Great Wolf Lodge, opening in September in Naples, has adventures for everyone. It has a water park with a massive wave pool, a lazy river, and 12 water slides to splash into. Plus activities like a ropes course, bowling, and more, with all new entertainment like character visits, crafts, games, and nightly dance parties to keep the family fun in full swing. So bring your pack together at Great Wolf Lodge, Naples. Book now at greatwolf.com and strengthen the pack.
Well, you know, we love a party, and this Thursday night at Seminole Reef Grill, it's Sip, Savor, and Shop, an evening of elegance, indulgence, and all-you-can-sip wine and delicious bites. Tickets are on sale right now. Go to SeminoleReefGrill.com. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be the best wine, the best food, the best shopping, and it all happens this Thursday at Seminole Reef Grill. If you haven't been, this is your chance because, I mean, the food is going to be coming out unlimited. The wine sipping, including Farniente wines. I mean, yum. This Thursday, September 12th, Seminole Reef Grill in Palm Beach Gardens. The food is exceptional. The wine is going to be flowing. The party's going to be on point. And who doesn't love a sip and shop? I love that. Right there on US 1 in Palm Beach Gardens, just north of PGA. Go check them out at Seminole Reef Grill.
Free case review. Gordon Partners, 561-333-3333.
South Florida weather is 15 seconds away from the H. Gregg West Palm Beach Weather Center.
Credit trouble? hgregg.com's got you covered. With over 20 banks, get the financing you need. Thousands of cars, thousands below market value. All at hgregg.com.
South Florida weather this morning, there'll be likely chances of thunderstorms and temperatures reaching a high of 86.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
What you need to know on the KVJ Show.
Hey, we got this whole thing you can do with your smart speakers. It's pretty cool. Right now, if you've got them going, just say play the KVJ show, and we are on all throughout your house, wherever you got those smart speakers. Later on today, if you want to listen, just say play the KVJ show podcast. Oh, yes, we're always there for you, and you will get that day's show when you say that command. So use it for the KVJ show. All right, stretching your brain here today. It's good for your health, trust me. I got a word connection for you. Can you figure this out? Here are the 4 words. What do they have in common? Tooth, heart, spot, and Jesus. What would be the connection? How might those 4 words be similar? Did you come up with a guess, Virginia, on what you think
The only thing I can think of is blood.
Blood, okay. Tooth, heart, yeah. Blood there. Blood spot, yeah. Jesus, yeah. The blood of Jesus. That's not bad. I kind of like that.
Drink the wine that they say.
Okay, that's not a bad answer on that. Deanna has got answered. Berger, did you have a guess?
I did.
What do you think?
Hospital.
Hospital. Okay.
Because sometimes people say they see Jesus at the hospital when they're dying. You're gonna have a spot on your lung, a heart attack, or a toothache.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. Kind of maybe where Virginia's going with a little bit of the blood as well. Now, there's a different angle you could take on this that Deanna's got here from Lake Worth Beach. What do you think the connection is with these 4 words, Deanna?
Sweet.
Sweet. Sweet. Yes, let me see, because these are all words that could follow the word sweet. Sweet tooth, sweetheart, sweet spot, and sweet Jesus. There you go. That's right, sweet Jesus.
Oh, I wasn't thinking like that.
Not at all.
That's
there you
so
go.
funny.
Nice job, Deanna. You get to feel smart for the rest of the day, no matter what you do, okay?
All right.
All right. There you go. That's a good
You're
feeling.
smarter than us, but that doesn't say much, Deanna.
Mm-hmm. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, I don't know if you saw, Jay Bird, the passing of James Earl Jones, the age of 93. What a legend. I was just kind of going through and seeing some of the roles and what he's been a part of. Man, he had some roles that just stuck deep into my heart.
What character did he play or voice in Star Wars, Virginia?
He is Darth Vader.
Okay, and Darth Vader was who before Darth Vader? Anakin Skywalker. Come on, Virginia.
Sorry.
I know it's kind of interesting, though. Even with all of the amazing roles that James Earl Jones had that have found a place in your heart, he delivered some classic lines Think about that. He was in The Lion King. He was Darth Vader's. He was in Field of Dreams, in The Sandlot.
Coming to America.
Coming to America. What was his favorite line that he ever got to deliver? Any guesses, Bird? What do you think it might be? James Earl Jones had said this was his favorite line to deliver.
Sister.
Ah, okay. I know it's your favorite line from him. What was James Earl Jones's favorite line he ever got to deliver? I'm going to let you know coming up in minutes right here on the KVJ Show.
Think about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet? I guess so. See, you can't sleep, baby. I know that's that me. Espresso. Move it up, down, left, right. Oh, switch it up like Nintendo. See, you can't sleep, baby. I know that's that me. Espresso. I can't relate to desperation. Might give a damn. Are on vacation. And I got this one boy, and he won't stop calling when they act this way. I know I got him. Too bad your ex don't do it for you. Walked in and dream came true for you. Soft skin and not perfume for you. Yes, I know I'm out and do it for you. Yes, that morning coffee brewed it for you. Yes, one touch and I'm brand new for you. Now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet? I guess so. See, you can't sleep, baby. I know that's that me. Espresso. Move it up, down, left, right. Oh, switch it up like Nintendo. See, you can't sleep, baby. I know that's that me. Espresso. Is it that sweet? I guess so. I'm working late, 'cause I'm a singer. Oh, we look so cute. Wrapped around my finger. My twisted humor. Make him laugh so often. My honeybee. Come and get this pollen. Too bad your ex don't do it for you. Walked in and dream came true for you. Soft skin and not perfume for you. Yes, I know I'm out and do it for you. Yes, that morning coffee brewed it for you. Yes, one touch and I'm brand new for you. Now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet? I guess so. Say you can't sleep, baby. I know that's that me. Espresso. Move it up, down, left, right. Oh, switch it up like Nintendo. Say you can't sleep, baby. I know that's that me. Espresso. Thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet? I guess so. Say you can't sleep, baby. I know that's that me. Espresso. Move it up, down, left, right. Oh, switch it up like Nintendo. Say you can't sleep, baby. I know that's that me. Espresso. Is it that sweet? I guess so. That's that me. Espresso.
James Earl Jones. I mean, what a figure. The roles that he has had. Passed away at the age of 93. And for me, a kid growing up in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, when somebody passes, you take a collective look at their body of work, and you just then start to realize, my goodness, what an impact they had on my life, how they imprinted on my life.
Oh, people will come, Ray. Oh, people will come to Iowa for reasons they can't even imagine.
So many lines. Jaybird is doing Field of Dreams there.
Delivered, not nearly as cool.
Yeah.
Ray, when the bank opens in the morning, they'll foreclose.
People will come, Ray.
You're broke, Ray. You sell now or you lose everything.
The one constant through all the years, Ray, has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. It's been erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. But baseball has marked the time.
Everything he says, it comes out of his mouth. That voice, he has to have the best voice of all time.
He could read the backs of the box of maxi pads to me, and
yes,
I would just be like so enthralled in every word.
Unbelievable. Most famous role, without a doubt, though, has to be Darth Vader, correct?
It is.
Yeah.
And just to go back on Field of Dreams really quick, I watched it the other day, and the ending of that movie is so full of magic and whimsy. It really tugs at your heartstrings.
So good.
I know you've never seen it, but it's got its own little twist ending, and it's very ghostly, but it's not really considered a ghost movie, but it's a ghost movie.
So impactful. That is a movie that's 30 years old, and they actually built a ball field there in Iowa because of this movie, and they play a Major League Baseball game there every year.
One of my dreams was to play on that field. I wanted to play on it so bad.
It's never too late, baby.
No one wants to see this old bag of bones.
Hobble up there.
I think I have to die and come back as a ghost like they did in the movie.
He's closer to that than he is as a physically human capable bird of going out there and playing.
I'll play on that when I die and come back.
This bird's going to be great. Coming out of the corn, dude.
Oh, my gosh.
You're going to look amazing.
Take me now.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Of course, Darth Vader, most famous role.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
No. I am your father.
That's impossible.
James Earl Jones was talking about that line when he got the script, and he said, wow, he thought that it was a lie and that Darth was lying to Luke, and he couldn't wait to see how they were going to get out of that lie. He couldn't believe that it was actually the true statement.
I forget who it was when they were doing all of the press for Empire Strikes Back when it was coming out. One of the actors during an interview spilled the ending, and people were so mad. He's like, oh yeah, Darth Vader, that's his dad. Because he didn't really know it was that big of a deal.
Yeah. For your kids, you might know James Earl Jones as the voice of Mufasa in The Lion King.
Look, Simba. Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
Wow.
A king's time as ruler rises and falls like the sun. One day, Simba, the sun will set on my time here and will rise with you as the new king.
And this'll all be mine?
Everything.
Everything the light touches.
Who does the voice for the little boy?
No clue.
Simba.
Is that a famous kid?
I don't know.
Someone will know in the chat room.
Okay. And then my favorite all time, James Earl Jones role, maybe is him in Coming to America as the king.
What is a king?
He went out. So how was your flight? Comfortable, I trust?
Your only job was to look after the king. How could you let him come to such a pass?
Akeem will not listen to me. He's gone quite mad, Your Majesty.
You have disgraced yourself, and you must be punished. You will confine yourself to our royal suite at the Waldorf Astoria, and see that he puts on some decent attire. And I want you to bathe him thoroughly.
And he's acting like he's in trouble, but he's so happy.
So of all those, if you had to take a guess, James Earl Jones went on record and said what his favorite line he ever delivered was.
Let's go Field of Dreams because it's so magical and he really gets to show off his acting chops.
Okay. Here's what he said.
This is CNN.
No, I'm just kidding. That wasn't it. That wasn't it.
Now you have to play a Fox clip.
It was more than that. Here's what he said.
Do you have a favorite line that you've said in any of the movies?
My son works? Question mark. My son works!
That is his favorite line of everything he had delivered. Is that the one you would have ever guessed?
No.
My son walks? That is his favorite line.
Legend, rest in peace.
Absolutely.
Here's what's coming up on the Dirt of the Day. Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in your Dirt of the Day, we all knew that she was definitely a strict and tough parent, but now you knew this was going to happen. Kate Gosselin's kids are talking about specifically what it was like to grow up in that house and what she did punishment-wise. Oh my gosh. I'll share it with you coming up in your Dirt.
Entertainment updates 5 minutes after every hour from the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF. From the WRMF Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Traffic Center.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Step up to affordable luxury that's just right for you at Infinity of the Palm Beaches. Enjoy the award-winning ownership experience of your favorite Infinity models with leases starting just at $339. For a superior and uncomplicated buying experience, visit infinityofthepalmbeaches.com. This morning, still no major incidents being reported on your roadways, I-95 and the Turnpike throughout Palm Beach and Broward counties. However, remember that Lawrence Road is still closed between Hypoluxo and Lantana. This is due to road construction. Use a military trail as an alternate route. From the 850 WFTL Traffic Center, I'm Evelyn Romo.
Treat yourself to a Massage Envy customized facial because being confident in your own skin is a beautiful thing. Schedule an appointment with a Massage Envy experienced esthetician today. They'll help you grow your glow. MassageEnvy.com, hiring estheticians and massage therapists.
So I opened my Winn-Dixie Rewards app, and wow, personalized deals on things I buy, percent back offers, and BOGOs, so my dollar goes further. So I save on snacks for the kids and splurge on something I want. I can't imagine paying full price for groceries. Good thing I don't have to, because with Winn-Dixie Rewards, I spend my points, not my money. Shop, earn, save with Winn-Dixie Rewards. Rewards account required. See winndixie.com/rewards-terms for terms and exclusions.
With MSC Cruises, discover big on a mini getaway or treat yourself to a week-long vacation. For a limited time, book now and cruise from $249. Plus, kids sail free. Sail to the turquoise waters of the Bahamas with stops at Ocean Key, MSC's private island marine reserve, or experience the beauty of the Caribbean and more destinations. MSC Cruises, for a greater beauty. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Price based on per person and includes taxes and fees. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
John C. Cassidy Air Conditioning and Plumbing is proud to unveil that the C stands for comfort.
Mr. Announcer Man, sir, the C is for Charles.
The C stands for cool.
It's Charles.
The C stands for care with class.
Charles.
Hush, hush. John C. Cassidy has kept Palm Beach County cool and comfortable with care and class since 1960. Find out more at CassidyAC.com to see for yourself.
ZOOMTAN. I was tan last summer, now I'm pale again. I need a little bit of help to be ready for the beach. Zoom Tan puts the sun within my reach. Brown as a biscuit for $9.99. ZoomTan.com for a limited time. Zoom Tan, $9.99. ZoomTan.com. Zoom Tan for a limited time. Zoom Tan.
All copper tans are now Zoom Tans. Go to ZoomTan.com/radio for $9.99 offer.
The one thing I love doing is spending my money wisely, buying something that I get a lot out of. And 10 years ago, I got a LASIK procedure at Panu Laser. What a great investment it was. One, you're investing money in yourself, which is always a good thing. But what I invested in was my vision. And I stayed away from glasses and contact lenses that I did not want. And over 10 years, I've saved money in lenses and frames and solutions. So it was a great investment. Not to mention, it was an easy procedure. Took all of 90 seconds, and I was back to work the very next day. No pain, no aggravation. Lasers do all the work. Plus, with the payment plan they've got at Panu Laser, you don't need any money for a full year. It's 0 down and 0 interest. Plus, when you drop my name, Kevin from the KVJ Show, they will take an additional $500 off. Dr. Mutiel, the best in the business. He's performed over 100,000 LASIK procedures, and you don't want to trust your eyes to anybody else. That's why you book today at PanuLaser.com. That's PANNU. Laser.com.
This September, Diamonds Direct's ultimate offer is back. Stronger than ever. Diamonds Direct helps you get the perfect jewelry gift with 0% interest. That's right. Enjoy 5 years of 0% financing on any Diamonds Direct purchase. It's your chance to get her the perfect ring with 0 interest and comfortable monthly payments that fit your budget. But act fast. This offer ends September 30th. For details and more, visit DiamondsDirect.com. Spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest on approved credit. Only at Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers, believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Injured in an accident? Visit Lytle Writers, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath at foryourrights.com.
From the WPBF 25 First Warning Weather Center, this is meteorologist Brooke Silvering. Keep an umbrella around today. Scattered rain and storms are back in the forecast. Afternoon highs reaching the 90s. We are looking at storms picking up late this afternoon all the way through the evening.
From the Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach studio.
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
A little fun fact that Jaber brought up. Maybe he actually kind of knew that there was somebody behind the voice of Simba in The Lion King. If you go back to the 90s, you remember a show called Home Improvement. Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
JTT. Oh, yeah.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas. There you go. Randy from Home Improvement.
That's
Somebody
crazy.
said. Yeah.
He was so big. I remember him being at posters and magazines.
I believe he kind of got fed up with Hollywood was his thing, and just as doing it as a child, just realized, I don't want to do this as an adult. I think he had seen enough and had enough, so kind of backed out of it. But
I heard someone say, I think it was Winona Ryder, one of these actors said when people before her, legends, would say, as soon as you're not having fun doing acting, that's when you know you have to get out.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's probably it's a weird town over there in Hollywood.
Oh, I can only imagine. Just the shows I've seen talking about, you're always having to worry about what people think about you, and are you hot, are you not hot, and status and this and that. It would really mess with your mind.
And you're working on one movie, and the whole time you're thinking, all right, what am I doing after that? You're always trying to find your next gig, and that's stressful.
The day they say cut and it's over, you're unemployed. That's the life of an actor. So there you go. A little fun fact for you.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, I think if you were allowed to pick your parents, nobody would have picked Kate Gosselin. If you watched Kate and John and Kate plus 8, she definitely came off very mean.
There is an interview where it's her and I think 2 of her daughters, and the daughters are not giving the interviewer the right answers that the mom wanted, and she's giving them the evil eye, and almost like interrupting them to answer for them. Come on, kid, get this answer right. It's insane to watch.
And I think she's gone on record, and it pretty much seems like Colin Gosselin, the 20-year-old, is her least favorite kid, because she has said things about him. He's said a lot of things about her, and now he's telling more details about just exactly what it was like growing up in her house. He said she zip-tied his arms and legs together and would lock him in the basement in a specially built punishment area where he would have to spend entire days alone in the dark while she monitored him on security cameras. It was like, he said, a containment room.
Didn't we just have a case like this in Palm Beach Gardens?
We did. They built a box. It was in Jupiter. They built a box in their garage where they kept their adopted child, and they had to go to court about it, and it was a whole thing.
So this could be proven. Now, they had video and things like that.
It sounds like she had security cameras
where
she monitored him in the basement, and all he had was a mattress on the floor in the dark.
So this is a crime then?
It sounds like a crime.
I mean, it doesn't take any detective to realize watching her, that she was a monster.
Yeah.
I mean, she came off like a monster.
Right. If what he said's legit and they had the footage of those cameras, I don't know the statute of limitations, but sounds like a crime to me, at least based on the story we had in Palm Beach Gardens.
He said that she would lock him up for most of the day. He was not allowed to be around his brothers and sisters, and he was treated differently from everyone else in the family. He wasn't allowed to eat dinner with the family. Oh my
messed up.
gosh.
She did not come off nice. I think she might be the originator of the Karen haircut.
She
Yes.
was. And
Yeah.
that haircut fit that attitude.
It did.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
In other news, the gross and disgusting Harvey Weinstein had to be taken to the hospital for emergency heart surgery. I say just let karma do its job. Why are we giving this guy funding for emergency heart surgery when he's just getting what he deserves?
They opened it up and they go, we can't find his heart. He doesn't have one.
That's why he needs surgery. I guess he called and said he was having chest pains over the weekend, so they rushed him in for surgery. And yeah, he still has more court cases coming. You know, there's still more victims, more sex crimes that he has to stand trial for. His next court date is November 12th in Manhattan. So, I mean, he's still not done being convicted for all of his crimes. I say just let the blocked artery do its job.
He's got to be in a protective area, or is he walking around the other prisoners? How does that work?
I think with him, his victims were all other Hollywood people and all people that were trying to be models or actresses. And he doesn't have any tapes like Epstein had. He doesn't have any secrets like Epstein had, so nobody's looking to kill him.
Yeah,
It's different.
And he's probably not in maximum security by any means. I'm sure he's in a very soft prison. It's
Right.
more like a country club,
Yeah.
if I had to guess.
But why are we spending taxpayer money on getting him heart surgery when what he deserves is to have chest pains and karma take him out? Let's save the judicial system some time. In other news, this is happy. We'll end on a happy note. Kate Middleton has announced that she is cancer-free. And she didn't really get into exactly, you know, what type of cancer she had dealt with, but she says she will be returning to her public duties in the coming months, and staying cancer-free is now her focus. So that is good news for her and her family.
They released a really nice video. You want to talk about, giving a little transparency to the royal family, which a lot of people would kind of had comments about during this whole mysterious time. Was there problems going on with her and her husband? This is her and her whole family. This is Prince William. This is the kids and all that stuff, and a really well done video and announcement.
Max, you lead the way.
As the summer comes to an end, I cannot tell you what a relief it is to have finally completed my chemotherapy treatment. The last 9 months have been incredibly tough for us as a family. Life as you know it can change in an instant, and we've had to find a way to navigate the stormy waters and road unknown. The cancer journey is complex, scary, and unpredictable for everyone, especially those closest to you.
There you go.
That music was peaceful.
Oh, it was. It was just what a lovely video.
I think I want to go watch that video now.
It was well done.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was well done.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Okay, got some celebrities having a birthday today. Happy birthday shout out to Ryan Philippe. He is 50 years old today.
And let me guess, he's going to celebrate by making a pouty face? With his little lips? I'm so good looking.
He is good looking.
But he knows it, and he likes to do pouty face.
He is 50 years old today. The guitarist from Aerosmith, Joe Perry, I guess enjoying retirement now, is 74 years old.
Now, he hates Steven Tyler now, or are they friends?
I don't know what their specific relationship is. He might hate him that Steven Tyler can't sing anymore. So I don't know how he feels about that. But yeah, it's because of Steven Tyler. The band is basically retired because he cannot tour anymore. But they're 74 and they've done pretty well.
Yeah.
That's a lead singer you can't replace.
Agreed.
You can't. Aerosmith's done if Steven Tyler's done.
Bill O'Reilly is turning 75 years old today. Did Inside Edition, Fox News, many other places. And Jose Feliciano is 79 years old today. Also got a birthday shout out to my twin baby brother and sis, Brian and Allison, who turned 39 today. They are two of your biggest fans, and I love them so much, from big sis Erin. Happy 12th birthday to the amazing and adorable Jocelyn from Mom, Dad, Jasper, and Mango. They listen to KVJ every day on the way to school.
Yay.
Craig sent that in. Happy second birthday to our oldest, Barrett. He just became a big brother, and he's the sweetest boy we could ever ask for.
Aww.
Enjoy your special day. Love, Mom, Dad, Denver, and Turbo. Happy 12th birthday to Liliana on her way to school at Storm Grove Middle and Vero Beach from your carpool team of Jackson and Mr. Rogers.
Oh, we love them.
Also, birthday shout out my beautiful sister Silvana from her siblings Santee and Poochu. Love you very much. Hope you have a great day. Paula sent that in. Also, Emma, birthday shout out. She hit the Big Ten, double digits.
Woohoo!
She also lost her 10th tooth on her special day. All right, that's from Mom, Dad, and Daisy the cat. Happy 5th birthday to my firstborn, Landon O'Connor. He said he didn't win the KVJ golf cart. He wanted to bring Bird to ABC on it. Okay.
Is that a picture with me and him?
Yeah, there you are in the neighborhood. He's at your house there, I believe.
Oh, that was for Halloween.
Uh-huh.
That's
There you
adorable.
go. And since we're listening to the KVJ show right now, brush your teeth, fool. We are late. Love you, Landon. From the Fart family in the village. Okay. Also, happy 6th birthday, Cody. Can't wait for your party this weekend. Mommy, Daddy, Walker, and the dogs Fancy, Okra, and Whitey. And there he is on a boat. Also, happy birthday, man of the house, Luis. Can't wait to celebrate you tonight. Your fur babies, Rosie and Maui, your kids, Jaden and Melanie, and your wife, Cynthia, sending that in. Great photo of the fam and the kids right there.
Cute.
Got a birthday, want to shout out, let us know about it. Mail at kvjshow.com, MAIL at kvjshow.com. Well, this is one of those warnings. You're just like, okay, what do you want me to do? They tell you to get sun, and then they tell you, don't get sun. Wait, what? I was like, okay. There's a reason why now. They're saying be careful of your sun exposure, and they put a time limit on it. Don't spend more than this amount of time in the sun. I'll tell you what your time limit is next here on the KVJ show.
Oh, her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. She won't believe me, and it's so sad to think that she don't see what I see. But every time she asks me, do I look okay? I say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Yeah. Her lips, I could kiss them all day if she'd let me. Her laugh, she hates, but I think it's so sexy. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Oh, you know, I'd never ask you to change. If perfect's what you're searching for, then just stay the same. So don't even bother asking if you look okay. You know I'll say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Yeah.
I'm always getting on myself saying, you know what, Kev, you're not spending enough time in the sun. That sun is just so valuable for your mental health and getting that vitamin D, Virginia. Such a valuable vitamin to have in your bloodstream.
I know. They always say I am deficient when I get my blood work.
Right. And the best way to get it, it's not even a supplement. It is just getting out there and doing the work and getting in the sun. A good 20 minutes a day at least. That used to be my goal. Every now and then. It seems like every time I try to go out to get sun, that's when it gets cloudy. Like, it's the most difficult time of year to try to time out the sun.
But then I have skin cancer that runs in my family.
I know.
So now what?
Yeah, so it's just hitting that sweet spot, apparently, because now they put a time limit on how much time you should spend in the sun. And now this new study says that spending more than 2 hours in the sun each day could be linked to decreased brain volume.
Oh, no. You're cooking your brain?
I guess you're shrinking your brain if you're out there, and it's just, yeah, like anything else.
So
Like when you put a sweater in the dryer, your brain shrinks too?
Yeah.
So am I only supposed to work on my dinosaur garden for 20 minutes a day? Anything else is...
No more than you can go up to, I guess, an hour and 50 minutes. 2 hours past that, you just cooked your brain and you've reduced it.
I've cooked my brain.
Yeah. They say it's particularly evident in men under the age of 60.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's working on me.
Over their brain cooking.
How do you know if you cooked your brain?
You keep walking into walls.
Yeah. Might be it. There was another study that, man, again, they show just how we really kind of screwed it up during the pandemic. Didn't do things right. There is a study that talks about isolation with teens, and they have brain issues because of it as well. They said that the pandemic aged teens' brains faster than normal.
Really?
Yeah, and it was worse in girls. They have found by now studying teens' brains that girls aged more than 4.2 times faster than normal, and boys' brains aged at 1.4 times faster. It's a big difference between the two. In fact, girls are almost 4 times as much. And the reason why, they say that girls are believed to have aged faster because they're more dependent on social interaction than boys are.
That's true.
And
Really?
Let's not forget, too, the Barbie movie had a big part of this, right?
Yes, it was the Barbie movie that aged the brains. Yeah, they say that it's likely a result of the anxiety, depression, and some behavioral disorders they started to see in teens during the pandemic.
I can see it. I mean, a lot of people shut the world down, and all you were doing was doom scrolling, and everything on the news was about how we had a pandemic.
Well,
I can see why there's anxiety.
Their parents are drinking.
They're not allowed to go have all the things like
Yeah.
school dances and
Yeah.
graduation and all the things that were like milestones and special and homecoming and football games, and none of it's there.
Yeah. And now we're really starting to see the effects. And I imagine we probably handle a future pandemic differently and say, okay, do we really have to treat it this way?
What website was that? IHateMen.com?
No, I don't think anything to do with hating men. They say they don't know if you can reverse the process. That's what they're trying to figure out now.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, they believe you might be able to at least slow down the brain aging with the right kind of treatment and mental health disorder. But if you just kind of reverse what you didn't have in the pandemic, and that is interactions, then maybe it could have a positive effect.
So is it saying that guys are getting stupid and girls are going to be smarter because of this?
No. It's just saying that, they've advanced the age on their brains. And I guess your body, your brains, everything are supposed to age at a certain level. And so it shows more age. You ever see where you can do that body age test?
Yes.
And you go through all these different markers through your body, and then it'll tell you, okay, you may be 35 years old, but you got the body of a 28-year-old.
Because you're living right.
Yes.
And you're doing the brain activities, and you're
Right.
socializing, and you're taking
Mhm.
care of yourself.
Yeah, so you put a lot more mileage on it. So I imagine as girls then are getting older in their 30s or whatever, they'll have a brain that is older than what it actually is, and they can look probably back to the pandemic. I'm sure they'll continue to do that study.
And I was only asking about the smart thing because the way I was looking at it is the older you get, you're supposed to get wise and smarter, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're supposed to anyway.
You are, but I think that's all because you've taken more data in than they haven't. Their brain just physically has gotten older, probably without all the inputs. In fact, they had less. Think about it. They weren't really getting education. A lot of people talk about the factors. In fact, that was the latest thing that I've seen is just how far behind kids still are. So they got older brains that are not as smart.
Gotcha. I kind of didn't understand it. I was out in the sun in my garden for over 2 hours yesterday.
You cooked your brain.
You're right. It's hard to understand that when you've just cooked your brain.
You got plenty of vitamin D, but...
Yes. All right, coming up here in a couple of minutes, got some emails for Am I the Jerk? On the surface, just from this subject line, it sounds like you would be the jerk, but I guess I'll reserve judgment. It says, am I the jerk for not attending my sister's wedding? We'll find out why she didn't and if she is the jerk coming up next.
From the WRMF Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Traffic Center.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Step up to affordable luxury that's just right for you at Infinity of the Palm Beaches. Enjoy the award-winning ownership experience of your favorite Infinity models with leases starting just at $339. For a superior and uncomplicated buying experience, visit infinityofthepalmbeaches.com. This morning, still no major incidents being reported on your roadways, I-95 and the Turnpike throughout Palm Beach and Broward counties. However, remember that Lawrence Road is still closed between Hypoluxo and Lantana. This is due to road construction. Use a military trail as an alternate route. From the 850 WFTL Traffic Center, I'm Evelyn Romo.
Treat yourself to a Massage Envy customized facial because being confident in your own skin is a beautiful thing. Schedule an appointment with a Massage Envy experienced esthetician today. They'll help you grow your glow. MassageEnvy.com, hiring estheticians and massage therapists.
The people have spoken, and they want waffles. Backed by Waffular demand, it's Racetrack's Waffle Breakfast Sandwich. That's right, Racetrack's fan favorite is back. 2 delicious waffles embrace fluffy egg, tasty sausage, and melty cheese in a sweet, savory hug that'll get your morning going. You love it, we love it, and we just had to bring it back for a limited time. So rejoice and grab a waffle breakfast sandwich before they're gone. Racetrack, whatever gets you going. Available 8/7 to 11/5 at participating locations.
Hi, it's Randy for Sono Bello. I asked my friends at Sono Bello for something special, like extra special, and they said, how about we make all your listeners eligible for our Friends and Family Fall Savings Celebration? Isn't that awesome? Now, this is a rare event. You'll enjoy the same special savings that Sono Bello doctors, nurses, and staff, friends, and family receive. But appointments are limited, so you got to schedule now. Sono Bello doctors are masters in micro-laser fat removal. It's a brilliant technology that removes stubborn fat permanently. Whether your problem areas are tummy, sides, thighs, arms, or that saggy, loose, jiggly skin, yeah, it's gone in one comfortable visit. It's your choice. Starve yourself and hit the gym every day, or lose the fat in a day at Sono Bello. Do this for you and save during Sono Bello's Friends and Family Fall Savings Celebration. Schedule your free consultation now at sonobello.com/radio. That's Sono, BELLO.com/radio.
Kick the daily commuting chaos to the curb and board the Port St. Lucie Express, providing premium service in coach-style buses between Port St. Lucie and downtown West Palm Beach Monday through Friday for only $3. With free Wi-Fi, charging stations, personal reading lights, and AC, you'll cruise to work in comfort. Relax while you commute. Start September 23rd. The Port St. Lucie Express. For more information or to try it for free, visit pslexpress.org. That's pslexpress.org.
Well, we've been a little lucky this hurricane season so far. I know there's something churning out there heading towards Louisiana, but knock on wood, Florida has been very lucky so far. But I don't sweat these hurricanes like I used to years ago when I had the old rickety windows and doors. I switched out all my windows and doors with BNT, and I'm telling everybody, do this. Do it for your peace of mind. Do it for the way your home is going to look. It looks so beautiful now that I've switched everything out. And do it for the safety and security it provides for your home and your family. Their team is on it. They know their stuff. They are customer service experts. They move quickly, and they want you to be happy. Customer service is the most important thing. BNTwindowsanddoors.com. They use that custom PGT product, and PGT just makes the best-selling window and door on the market. So all you have to do is go to BNTwindowsanddoors.com today.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hi, my daughter invited her entire class to her birthday party. Can my Wi-Fi handle it?
Oh, well, at Xfinity, our latest gateways have tri-band Wi-Fi technology, letting you connect hundreds of devices at once.
No way. So if all the kids are watching stuff on their phones, well, their parents are sharing videos online.
Yep, go ahead and watch videos. They can all do their thing and party their way. No problem.
Oh, we are gonna need a bigger cake.
Now through September 22nd, get fast, reliable, 150 megabit Xfinity internet for just $30 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. And get Wi-Fi equipment included. Visit Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Xfinity. Bring on the good stuff. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless bill and an auto-pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Currently $71 a month. Actual speeds vary.
South Florida weather is 15 seconds away from the H. Gregg West Palm Beach Weather Center.
Ready to trade in your car hassle-free? Visit hgregg.com. Click on Sell Us Your Car for an offer in minutes. Find thousands of cars below market value. Trade in today at hgregg.com. Save more, drive happy.
South Florida weather this morning, there'll be likely chances of thunderstorms and temperatures reaching a high of 86.
This report is sponsored by Florida Power and Light.
I'm Jennifer, and I'm an FPL customer. I appreciate that at FPL, they are always teaching me how power works and how you can save money.
Find more ways to save energy and money at fpl.com/ways to save. FPL, working for you every single day.
Because there's never enough caffeine. Dunkin', the official coffee of 97.9 WRMF. What you need to know on the KVJ Show.
You know, this WRMF app is very handy. People are going all crazy for these Taylor Swift tickets. We've got them, and they're right there on the app. In fact, I tell you what, I'm going to play a Taylor Swift song here coming up, and what you need to do, download the app now if you don't have it, and then when you hear that song playing on the KVJ Show, tap the track, and you're qualified for tickets to go see her coming up next month at Hard Rock Stadium. Just like that. Cool thing, too, you can listen to the KVJ Show while you're there and 97.9 WRMF, and it's absolutely free in your app store. Just look for WRMF. Okay, am I the jerk? This email's asking the question. She didn't attend her sister's wedding, and now she's on the outs with her family. Is she in the right, or is her family in the right? It says here in her email, I'm a single mom on a really tight budget. My 4-year-old daughter is very well behaved, so I was shocked when my own sister insisted that I abide by her no children rule for her wedding. I asked if she would then be able to help me with money for a sitter, which would go into the day and into the night. And she told me that she's already too strapped because of the cost for her wedding, and she can't. So then I went to my parents and I said, hey, could you guys help me out? And they said, look, you decided to have a child without somebody to help pay for it, so this is your responsibility. So I got upset at both of them, and since I didn't have the money, I didn't go to the wedding. And now no one in my family is talking to me.
Oh, no.
Am I the jerk? I mean, it was my sister's second wedding on top of it, and I was at her first when I didn't have a kid. So what do you think? Is she the jerk for not going?
I mean, if they said no kids at the wedding and you didn't have childcare and couldn't afford a babysitter, babysitters are expensive, y'all.
Yeah.
It is not cheap to get a babysitter for the evening. You got the wedding, then you got the reception. You're talking about 5 hours.
Okay.
That's a lot of money. These babysitters are like $15 an hour.
Yeah, and that's what she said. She said, I don't have it, and I just want to bring my daughter. This is your niece, and she's well behaved, and this will solve the problem. And her sister was saying, nope, sorry, and I can't help pay for it. And the parents sounds like they've got a grudge because I don't know what her situation is, but whatever it is, her having the kid apparently is not too popular with the parents.
Which is really sad because I'm sure they are not the best grandparents because of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think everybody's like just kind of sloppy on this one. I mean, her parents and her sister. Why? I don't understand why you can't have kids at the wedding. To me, it's like, come on, let the little kid come.
Mm-hmm. Well, some of the comments, Toph said, I'm confused as to what the family expected from her. You do understand her situation. Angie said they said no kids. She couldn't secure child care, so she couldn't go. Not the jerk. And that's what 98% of the other people say.
Yeah.
Not the jerk.
I don't think she's a jerk either. She's just strapped for cash.
Mm-hmm. And Narita, she said, yeah, second wedding. Yeah, you don't have to go. Okay, this person wants to know if they are a jerk for not jumping in. A few weeks ago, we had this really nasty storm, and my neighbor's tree blew over in his front yard. When I saw him cutting it up with his dinky saw, I felt bad, and I went out and offered him my chainsaw. A few minutes later, I'm then looking out the window to see how it's going, and I notice that another neighbor has come out and is actually helping him stack the wood and remove the whole tree from his yard. And now it's kind of been eating at me that I was just sitting inside eating and watching TV, that I didn't go out to actually help him with the chainsaw and to move all the wood. Was I kind of a jerk for not jumping in and helping out?
I think you probably just thought you were being nice by giving the chainsaw, and you really were. Nobody has to go above and beyond, but it is a kind, neighborly thing to do if you see your neighbor struggling to help.
Yeah, I so often, I just have so much on my mind that...
It's true. So much of everybody does, Kevin.
Yeah.
It's not just you. And in hindsight, you probably feel bad.
Yeah.
Don't beat yourself up.
I agree. I wouldn't feel bad. You gave them the chainsaw, and the other person, they saw it, and they saw the opportunity, and they jumped out there and did it. So often I had that where I was like, why didn't I go the extra mile for this person when I could have? Because my mind was on what I'm doing next, or where I got to run off to, or what I haven't done yet, and what somebody's going to yell at me about. And I often miss so many of those opportunities. So
you did what you thought you could in the moment, and you thought you were being sweet, and you were.
Mm-hmm.
Don't beat yourself up.
Yes, I agree. I think you're okay on that, but I might be the jerk too for saying that.
I think we've all been in that scenario where you look back on a moment and you're like, oh man, I wish I would have done ABC.
Yeah, absolutely. And this annoyed baseball mom wants to know, she said, my son plays competitive travel baseball, and we have an app where we can watch games. And I was on this girls' trip, and there were these games going on that determined what time our team was going to be playing the next morning. So I'm relaxing, and I'm watching the game, and I keep getting logged out of the app because my husband and son were logging in. And only 2 people at a time can be logged into this very expensive app. So I changed the password because every time I went back in, they would kick me out again. Am I the jerk for changing the password or not giving it to them? They're both bent out of shape and mad at me because I couldn't see the game. And the other thing I have to explain, my husband was driving and my son was sitting right next to him. There's no reason that both of them need to be logged into the app at the same time. I'm siding with the annoyed baseball mom here.
I am too.
I think you did the right thing. Good for you. All right, got a situation. Want to know if you are a jerk or not? You can send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com. The CMAs, which stands for Country Music Association, and the CMA awards that they do are being called out for snubbing Beyonce. Are they a jerk for snubbing her? I'll break it all down for you coming up in minutes.
It can't be said I'm an early bird. It's 10 o'clock before I say a word. Baby, I can never tell. How do you sleep so well? You keep telling me to live right, to go to bed before the daylight. But then you wake up for the sunrise. You know you don't gotta pretend. Baby, now and then, don't you just wanna wake up?
the headline I saw everywhere today, Beyonce snubbed. Everybody's running with this. It's the Country Music Association that snubbed her. They're having their 58th annual CMA Awards. They're going to be coming up on Wednesday, November 20th, live from Nashville. And you might remember that Beyonce came out with the Cowboy Carter album.
It's St. Texas.
That's right. She had Texas Hold'em, that song you're talking about. And the first single topped the Billboard Hot 100. And it also debuted atop the Hot Country Songs chart. You know, she really kind of broke some ground with this album. And I think that's maybe why they're going with the title that she was snubbed. The Cowboy Carter album reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 200, which made her the first black woman to ever top the Hot Country Albums chart. So that's groundbreaking. So here you are saying, okay, can we carve out enough? Because how many different categories do you have? You got your albums and your singles and your performers and all this kind of stuff. There's a lot of categories that they could have fit her into, and each category has 4 to 5. Beyonce doesn't show up anywhere at all in all these.
And this song, numbers-wise, way outperformed other nominated songs?
No, I don't know that
artists.
you can. I don't know that you can say that.
If you just try to remove every kind of bias that could be brought into the equation,
Right. Yeah.
on a numbers game alone, how did this song chart compared to other nominated songs?
Well, I'll throw one out at you because, you know, a lot is being made that, okay, and look, I think the fact that she is the first black woman to ever top the Hot Country Albums chart, that's pretty awesome. And that is amazing. And I think that's why people were expecting something to come from the CMAs. I think the one thing anybody who wants to go on a certain narrative and say, okay, you know, not fair, it's the fact that Shaboozey, you know, that song that is just huge.
Yes.
That is a massive song. It's really well outperformed. In fact, you know, that bar song that you hear, that tipsy tune, it is number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for its 9th non-consecutive week.
Wow.
So 9 weeks it's been the number 1 song. It's also number 1 on the Hot Country Songs chart for the 13th week.
That's the one that's like, someone pour me out a double shot of whiskey. Got a history.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a great song, too.
It is. So, you know, you look at overall what the competition is. Now, the people who were most nominated, Morgan Wallen, he's got 7 nominations. And
Is he allowed back?
Yeah, I guess at the CMAs he is, and there's going to be some certain feelings about that. Chris Stapleton is up there with another guy named Cody Johnson. They got 5 each. Post Malone actually received 4 nominations.
Wow.
From the CMAs. And, you know, that probably is part of the narrative and the conversation is, okay, why is Posty allowed to slide in there and, you know, get all these nominations, 4 of them, and we can't carve out one for Beyonce? I don't know where you would have put her, and I guess that's the breakdown. So anyone who is going with the narrative that Beyonce was snubbed and is unfair, I think you have to look at every single category, like you were saying, which I have not done the math on, and break it all down and say, okay, was there not one single category that you could slide Beyonce into for a nomination? Because what she did, that is pretty impressive. You know, to do what she did, the first black woman ever to top the Hot Country Albums chart.
Absolutely.
For her to just walk away from that achievement without even a nomination in anything, I understand why you could have some certain feels about it. But I think you do have to break it down. I almost feel like there's an explanation that is deserved.
Definitely. But it requires some math. You got to go through and look at all the other nominated songs, categories, artists, everything.
Yeah, I agree. And so I will probably take a little bit of time and just say, okay, what could be the category that Beyonce could have fit into here? And is there not a way that you couldn't have found a way to nominate her? Now, I don't know where everyone is set, so I just asked our KVJ-TV audience, do you think it is unfair that Beyonce was snubbed from the Country Music Awards? 80% say no. And a lot of the comments that I saw on those posts that were saying that she was snubbed, they were saying, well, we don't really feel like it was truly a country album. Just because you put on cowboy boots and a cowboy hat and get on a horse doesn't make it a country album. It was more of a pop album. It has nothing to do. We love Shaboozey. We welcome black artists. Clearly they can do well. They can be nominated. But it's just we didn't feel like you truly did one. Darius Rucker is in. Jimmy Allen's doing very well in country, so there's a lot of black artists that are in here doing well. It's nothing about your race. It's just the fact that we don't consider your music to be up there, and we don't consider it to be as strong as, look, that Post Malone album is very strong, and it's very country. And the other thing he did, too, I know Beyonce did, because she did, a song with Dolly Parton. She aligned herself with other artists.
Yes.
Post Malone did a lot on all of his. So it's going to be a big debate today as to whether or not Beyonce was snubbed unfairly from being a part of this.
It's just nothing but good for the CMAs. Creating talk, creating controversy, and having us all upset.
I guess so, yeah. They love to make everybody upset. But yeah, you're going to see that. That was the narrative every time they mentioned the CMAs today. The lead headline was that Beyonce was snubbed from it. So that's just some of the numbers on it, and that's the way many people feel about whether she was snubbed or not. Now, coming up here in a couple of minutes, there's so much good music that we always tend to forget. Songs that come, songs that go, some songs that should have been bigger than what they were. We had our program director, David, on our After the Show on Friday, kind of breaking down what makes a hit. And he was talking about the power that the record labels have and how they are proponents and they promote songs and they try to convince radio stations to play them and streaming services so they become big. And it is kind of interesting, the influence that it has. And just then, you were playing a song that I love from the 80s, Virginia, that is huge on TikTok now. And 30 years later, I never felt it got the credit it deserved. It was Bronski Beat, Small Town Boy. Does anyone know who Bronski Beat is or has ever heard of Small Town Boy?
Not really.
Yet on TikTok, you recognize the song, right? Because my son is always playing. I'm like, well, why is he listening to Bronski Beat?
It is a big thing on TikTok.
Yeah. So why is that now all of a sudden a song that we forgot? It's kind of crazy, and TikTok brought it back.
They do. They pick.
So that's what we're looking for. What is a song like that, the Bronski Beat, that maybe should be a TikTok sound? You give us lots of great nominations. I got them for you. Were they unfairly snubbed themselves, and do they deserve a second life? We will debate after a song you need to tap the track on the WRMF app by Taylor Swift now.
Fever dream high in the quiet of the night. You know that I caught it. Bad boy, shiny toy with a price. You know that I bought it. Killing me slow out the window. I'm always waiting for you to be waiting below. Devils roll the dice, angels roll their eyes. What doesn't kill me makes me want you more. And it's blue, the shape of your body. It's blue, the feeling I got in it. It's cruel summer. It's cool, that's what I tell 'em. No rules, unbreakable heaven, but it's cruel summer with you. Hang your head low in the glow of the vending machine. I'm not dying. We say that we'll just screw it up in these trying times. We're not trying. So get the headlights. Summer's a knife. I'm always waiting for you just to cut to the bone. Devils roll the dice, angels roll their eyes. And if I bleed, you'll be the last to know. Oh, it's blue, the shape of your body. It's blue, the feeling I got in it. It's cruel summer. It's cool, that's what I tell 'em. No rules, unbreakable heaven, but it's cruel summer with you. I'm drunk in the back of the car and I cried
Okay, we got some songs that time forgot. Were they unfairly forgotten? If you brought these back as a trending sound on TikTok, would they become a huge song? I was just talking about that Bronski beat, Small Town Boy, which I absolutely loved that song back in the day. It was one of those songs you ever pull for a song and you can't understand why it didn't become big. You're like, well, gosh, it's just such a cool song.
TikTok is bringing them back for you.
Yes, and it's so odd to see it now on my 16-year-old son's phone. I'm like, Bronski beat, and he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about, Dad. I'm like, that's the song. He's like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Dad, you're acting weird. Please.
Yeah.
Why are you spazzing?
Isn't that amazing? By just mentioning a title of a song to your kid, you can become so uncool.
Dad, you're a little too excited and you're a little too close.
Right.
Step back.
You're right. He wants me to back off. Okay, so here's some songs. What if these became trending tunes? Did time unfairly forget about these songs? Gwen Stefani is one of those artists. Don't you feel like a lot of her stuff just feels like it's in a time gap? It's just, where did it go? It used to be everywhere. And how often do you hear a Gwen Stefani song now?
You just don't.
Yeah, whatever. Remember how huge she was?
I know. I think the day passed.
I guess that's it. Are we being unfair to Gwen Stefani? Do you remember a song she did called Luxurious?
Luxurious.
I don't.
I don't either.
I'm looking at the title.
Not by the title.
No?
Maybe when we hear it, we'll remember it.
Okay. Did we unfairly get rid of this song?
This kind of love is getting expensive. We know how to live, baby. We're luxurious like Egyptian cotton.
Oh, she took the Big Pimpin'. Or not Big Pimpin', Big Papa.
Okay.
Sound, and she tried to make a tune out of it.
I do remember that song now that you play it.
How do you feel about it now?
I don't miss it. I mean, I wasn't familiar with the title, but when you played it, it was like, okay, yeah.
You know, unfortunately, it just it's lazy to me.
It's a little slow.
Well, you know, like I said, she's just taken I like the way you call me Big Papa. She took that and she just, I don't know, kind of did some lazy lyrics over it. I don't feel like she put a lot of effort into it. I feel like when you kind of slap a song together like that, you kind of deserve to be forgotten, right?
We're sorry we forgot it, but it's on you.
Yeah, no, honestly, I think time was right in forgetting that one. Now, this is a song that I think we need to hear more often. Do you remember Sean Paul doing a song called I'm Still in Love?
Yeah.
Do you remember this song?
Yes, I totally do.
Okay. This is a good song, right?
Absolutely.
I'm still in love with you, boy.
So girl, I try to understand that a man is just a man. That's a dirty love.
I'm still in love.
I mean, that is like a perfect beach bar kind of song. You got a frozen daiquiri in your hand. Yeah, that needs to be on everybody's beach playlist. I think that's a great tune.
Bump that on the boat, too.
Mm-hmm. Sandra said, I know you guys play Pink, but do you not play this song ever? Because I never hear it. Did we ever play this song, Don't Let Me Get Me?
Oh, we do. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we did.
We do.
Okay, yeah.
It's a great song.
It is, yeah. And I think every now and then we play this.
I hazard to myself. Don't let me get me. I'm my own worst enemy. It's about you and all your
That deserves to be played, and it does. I don't know. Every now and then, old songs they come out. I don't know, for whatever reason. But yeah, that's definitely a song that deserves getting played. This song, Rob said, Uncle Cracker's Follow Me. I think this song, I don't know if it gets played. I mean, I think you do hear it a little bit, don't you? Or is Uncle Cracker gone?
I haven't heard Uncle Cracker in a minute.
Okay. I think this song's getting remade now.
Follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you want to leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody.
Yeah, I gotta admit, it's been a hot minute since I've seen that song or heard that song.
I don't love Uncle Cracker.
I
don't. I'm sorry.
Do you remember his claim to fame?
No, what?
Kid Rock's DJ.
Oh, that's right.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Are they still boys?
I don't know. That's a good question.
You never see them.
Yeah.
Together.
I don't know if he's distanced himself from Kid Rock. Kid Rock's got a lot to say these days. Maybe not. Madonna had a couple of songs from the 2000s that just kind of disappeared. Do you remember a song she did called Hung Up?
Yes.
Okay. Did this song unfairly disappear? Okay. That's kind of a jam.
I love that song.
That is a really good song, actually.
There's not a lot of dancing Madonnas that I don't enjoy.
Yeah, that is a good tune. That's a ripoff of an old ABBA song. That's where she takes the music from.
You're right.
And the original ABBA is great. Yeah.
That's all ABBA.
Okay, I'll go thumbs up on that. How do you rule that one, Virginia?
Thumbs up.
Okay, that's a good suggestion. All right, you got a song that time forgot. You can let us know about it. Send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com.
Here's what's coming up on the Dirt of the Day. Dirt of the Day.
Wow. I mean, Nicki Minaj is coming for Jay-Z on social media, calling him out. And she is not holding back. What are the things that she had to say? The curse words she used. I will bleep them out and share them with you coming up in your dirt.
Entertainment updates 5 minutes after every hour from the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF. From the WRMF Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Traffic Center.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Step up to affordable luxury that's just right for you at Infinity of the Palm Beaches. Enjoy the award-winning ownership experience of your favorite Infinity models with leases starting just at $339. For a superior and uncomplicated buying experience, visit infinityofthepalmbeaches.com. While you're currently seeing some heavy delays on I-95 North at Hillsborough Boulevard, traffic is backed up to Sample Road. Watch out for emergency vehicles around this area. The left lane is blocked. From the 850 WFTL Traffic Center, I'm Evelyn Romo.
Treat yourself to a Massage Envy customized facial because being confident in your own skin is a beautiful thing. Schedule an appointment with a Massage Envy experienced esthetician today. They'll help you grow your glow. MassageEnvy.com, hiring estheticians and massage therapists.
You know, connectivity is everything to me, and that's why Xfinity is what I've had for almost 25 years now because of reliability and speed. And if you believe in connectivity the way I do, you can join the millions who are saving hundreds a year by getting Xfinity Internet and mobile together. Just saving tons of money on their wireless bill. You can get unlimited data in and out of your home. Working, learning, streaming, playing wherever you want, as much as you want. And you can stay connected everywhere you go with the combined power of gig speed Wi-Fi at home and the most reliable 5G network on the go. And get a range of fast internet speeds and the flexibility to switch between unlimited and by the gig wireless data options anytime. It's just $30 a line per month when you get 2 lines on America's most reliable 5G network. Just go to Xfinity.com. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Xfinity Mobile requires residential post-pay Xfinity Internet. Line limitations may apply. Equipment, international, and roaming fees, taxes, and fees, including regular recovery fees, and other charges extra and subject to change. $25 a line a month. Charge applies to Xfinity TV.
Tomorrow on MTV, your favorite iconic artists take the stage at the VMAs. Featuring Anita, Benson Boone, Camila Cabello, Chapel Roan, Glorilla, Halsey, Karol G, Lenny Kravitz, Lisa, LL Cool J, Rauw Alejandro, Sabrina Carpenter, and Shawn Mendes. Plus a Canvas performance by video vanguard Katy Perry. And it's all hosted by Megan Thee Stallion. The MTV Video Music Awards. Live tomorrow at 8/7 Central on MTV.
This is the story of the one. As a warehouse manager, her job is to transform chaos into clarity and to see patterns where others see problems. Luckily, she's got a partner who shares her perspective. Grainger offers over 1 million industrial-grade products, backed by real person support and in-depth online resources, so she can tackle every task with precision and turn potential setbacks into streamlined success. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Breaking news. A mysterious creature has escaped and is heading to Clematis Street.
This is your chance to join the safari and uncover the mystery at noon on September 14th. Want to learn more about our thrilling fall exhibit at the Cox Science Center? Meet us there for a wild adventure filled with excitement, prizes, and surprises. Grab your Explorer hats and join the hunt. It's going to be a roaring good time.
Uline is here for the hard workers, for the ones rolling up their sleeves, working round the clock, and getting the job done. You're dedicated to doing what it takes to keep a business growing. Uline is dedicated to helping you make that happen. Working 7 days a week, staying fully stocked and ready to ship any of our 41,000 items the same day. Uline, your shipping and industrial supply specialists. Visit uline.com.
After being attacked, shot, or assaulted, you're left with questions. Will I ever feel safe again? How can I afford to miss work? Who's going to pay these medical bills? Why did this happen? Osborne and Francis has questions too. Why didn't the apartment complex replace the broken lock? Where was the club security guard? Shouldn't the mall have fixed the lights in the parking lot? It's not always just a criminal that is responsible. Let Osborne and Francis find answers and get you the compensation you deserve. Call Osborne and Francis, 561-293-2600. Offices Boca Raton and West Palm Beach.
They say to make yourself indispensable at work, so I developed a digital catering solution that only I can operate. Okay, it's actually easycater.com.
David!
They love me, because I, the director of catering logistics, not a real job, use EasyCater to get catering from all our favorite restaurants. Tight budget? No problem. Need vegetarian options? Gluten-free? Check and check.
D-Man, you crushed lunch today.
It was easy. EasyCater.
EasyCater is your all-in-one tech platform for ordering food for work. Start your order at easycater.com.
When my neighbor reached out to me this weekend about her AC that had gone kaput, of course, immediately I put her in touch with my friends at the Cooling Advisors team. You know, they jump into action. I know the great thing about Cooling Advisors is there's a live person answering the phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So whenever your AC emergency happens, you know who to call. Cooling Advisors. They jump into action. They want to help your AC last as long as it can, and they put things in place like regular service of your equipment and maintenance and keeping up with your warranty and all that kind of stuff that gets a longer life for your system and lower power bills for you. It's all a part of the Cooling Club. I'm in it. Jay Bird's in it. Denny's is in it. The Cooling Club is the way to go if you want to get a longer life out of your system. And Cooling Advisors is the team you want. They background screen and drug test all of their employees. Go to coolingadvisors.com.
Experience the Anajar and Levine difference. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
From the WPBF 25 First Warning Weather Center, this is meteorologist Brooke Silvering. Keep an umbrella around today. Scattered rain and storms are back in the forecast. Afternoon highs reaching the 90s. We are looking at storms picking up late this afternoon all the way through the evening.
From the Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach studio.
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, taking a look at your Dirt of the Day. It looks like there's a big battle here between Nicki Minaj and Jay-Z. Now, she came for him on social media and wrote some pretty crazy things and was cursing and just going nuts and saying things like, still spiteful, even though you got everything in the world. You're disgusting. Go be happy, calling him every name in the book. It's all about the Super Bowl halftime show. So Jay-Z, in case you don't know, is co-producer of the halftime show. He pretty much gets to decide who does or doesn't get featured at the Super Bowl halftime show, and it's a really big deal to play that show. It's great for your career, and a lot of people, especially in New Orleans, where the Super Bowl is going to be, we're really hoping that they would do a Super Bowl halftime show that featured New Orleans artists, because there is it's debatable that it might be the most musically influential city in the whole country.
Yeah, it's right up there.
Right up there.
And yesterday I was making the comment, I would love to see the Super Bowl be that way, that somehow they feature at least an artist from that city so you get a little bit of local flair. I think that just makes sense, right?
And there's some amazing artists. I think Lil Wayne tops the list of amazing artists. And so Nicki Minaj was coming out and speaking in defense of Lil Wayne, who is, someone who mentored her early in her career at Young Money and kind of took her under wing. And she's mad that he is just completely not giving any shine at all to Lil Wayne and thinks that he should at least be a part of it with Kendrick Lamar. And I think a lot of people agree with that. But, I mean, she just was cursing and going off. And it was all in writing. It wasn't like a video or anything. But she is pissed.
But here's what I would tell Nicki Minaj, anybody else who is like Kendrick Lamar, I would wait. Just hit the brakes. Wait and see what happens. I have a feeling they're going to be adding other artists. And as you're kind of going through and you're seeing who even Kendrick Lamar has collaborated with, SZAs and people like that, they're going to be part of it. I'm sure you're going to see 5 to 6 artists up there with Kendrick Lamar, and it will be a lot broader than that. So I would just pump the brakes. And yes, if it was the day before the game or the Super Bowl just happened and you didn't have Lil Wayne up there, then yes, then you can go crazy. But give it a little bit of time. Now, they are asking Lil Wayne about it, performing at the Super Bowl, and here's what he had to say in his very low voice.
Lil Wayne, headline Super Bowl in New Orleans. How badly do you want to hear those words?
Just as bad as I would want to see my name at the top of that list when I was that whatever age it was, and I would bust into the office and get that Billboard magazine. Yeah, just as an artist, because this has nothing to do with, and that's so crazy that it has nothing to do with the sport. As an artist, as an artist, this is an achievement that you perform for the what?
Yeah, right. Excuse me.
You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, oh, man, so that right there is just, it's an achievement.
Yeah, it's become one of those things that I think every artist wants to be able to say that they've done a Super Bowl halftime show. It is. It's a feather in a cap. And I think a lot of people would agree that Lil Wayne has earned it.
I mean, maybe not the headliner. I think Kendrick Lamar is bigger than Lil Wayne right now in this moment. So I'm not saying that Wayne should eclipse Kendrick Lamar, but can they collab? Can you add other New Orleans artists? John Baptiste would be great. Add Harry Connick, add Mystical, Juvenile. There's like a lot of talent that you could make it very colorful and representative of the town that the Super Bowl is in.
Anthony seems to think that Lil Wayne is not going to be going up on stage because it sounds like Kendrick Lamar has another beef, not just Drake. It's Lil Wayne. Yeah. So who is Kendrick Lamar not fighting with?
That makes me sad.
Yeah. So maybe it's not going to happen.
Boy, I was shocked to see this morning. I don't know if you know who this is, Kev, but Rachel Zoe, she is a fashion icon. She is definitely a style maven. She's been a fashion designer. I've got a lot of her stuff. I love her. I mean, she's just been iconic for so long. And one of the most iconic things about her was her long marriage. Her and this Roger guy who just looks at her adoringly all the time. They've been married for 33 years, or together for 33 years. They just announced yesterday they are breaking up. I was like, what? Shocking.
Uh-oh.
And finally here, Eminem is going to be kicking off the MTV Music Video Awards tomorrow.
Okay.
So
All right.
if you're excited about him, seeing him live, seeing if he can still do it live, he will be kicking off the whole entire Video Music Awards tomorrow, along with performances from Camila Cabello. Chappell Roan is going to be there. Glorilla is going to be there. Halsey, Karol G, Lenny Kravitz, LL Cool J, Megan Thee Stallion, Sabrina Carpenter, Shawn Mendes, and more. So it's going to be some heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night.
Even though they don't play videos, they still got apparently a foot in music.
Yeah, I mean, the videos still exist.
Right.
You just probably better shot of seeing them on YouTube.
Yep.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
It's time for viral audio.
Hey, yeah, beautiful hair.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Box.
We got weights and fit. There we go.
Well, we hit this earlier this morning, but if you missed that, you got to know that a story generating out of South Florida is all over network news, and that is still what happened with Tyreek Hill, the Miami Dolphins wide receiver that was pulled over as he was going into the stadium on Sunday before the Dolphins home opener. And the big question is, how much blame do you ascribe to Miami-Dade police? How much do you give to Tyreek Hill himself? Now, the body cam footage gave you more of the audio, so you could hear a little bit of the interaction that happens. In this, Tyreek Hill winds up being pulled out of his car, handcuffed, put to the ground 2 separate times. One time on his stomach, another time a cop comes up behind him and forcefully puts him down on the curb to where Tyreek is saying, hey man, I just had knee surgery, be careful. But you can hear the interaction, and it started when Tyreek went by the motorcycle cop who pulled him over, and then Tyreek didn't want to put his window down. He said the reason why was because he didn't want Dolphins fans who were walking into the stadium at the time to record him. Now, I think Tyreek was sensitive about that. I think the cop was sensitive in the fact that there were so many pedestrians at that time. If you've ever gone to a Dolphins game, you know what a madhouse it is. And for them to see anybody exceeding the speed limit even by a little bit, they immediately are kind of, on their haunches. So here's a bit of the interaction.
Hey, don't knock on my window like that, man. Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Don't knock on my window. Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Don't knock on my window like that, though. Like what? Don't knock on my window like that. Why you have it up? Don't knock on my window like that. Why you have it up? I have to knock to let you know I'm here. That way you can lower it and talk to you. Just get my ticket, bro, so I can go. I'm late, gang. Do what you gotta do. Keep it down. Hey. Keep your window down. Hey. Keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car. Break that window. Get out of the car. Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out. 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 Damn. What part of blood are you doing this time? Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, dude. I'm getting arrested.
Okay, and down he went. So that was just part of it. And the rest of it was pretty much Tyreek sitting there on the curb calling for Drew. A couple other players came in to intervene as well. And Tyreek Hill did have this comment to the cops.
I'm just being a black man, that's it. I'm just being black in America, bro. That's all it is. We're dark too, brother. We're people of color too. Don't play like that. I'm just being a black man in America, bro, in a nice car. That's it. That's it. Just write me my ticket, man. So do whatever you gotta do.
Okay, so he had said to the cops, I'm just being a black man in America, and the cops said, we're dark too, brother. Don't play like that special. So the comments that have come out today, the Miami Dolphins had to say, we are saddened by the overly aggressive, violent conduct directed towards Tyreek Hill, Calais Campbell, and Juno Smith by police officers before yesterday's game. It is both maddening and heartbreaking to watch the very people we trust to protect our community use such unnecessary force and hostility towards these players. Yet it is also a reminder that not every situation like this ends in peace. As we are grateful this one did, what if it wasn't Tyreek Hill? Is a question that will carry with resounding impact. Miami Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel said, it's been hard for me not to find myself more upset the more I think about it. And Tyreek was talking to NBC News last night and had this to say.
I was opening my door and I was finna get out. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like they was like wanting me to like move fast. Like,
did they immediately put you in handcuffs or?
Immediately. Like they felt like I was a threat, you know? And I don't see why they felt like I was a threat.
Sounds like you very much dispute what the police union is saying.
I mean, you know, everybody has their own sides, their own version, you know, and I feel like they do that, you know, to kind of protect, you know, the officer.
Do you think you were speeding?
I have no idea. Like, but I wasn't going like 80 or 70 or 60. Surprising to me that I got pulled over.
What message were you hoping to send with that celebration?
Like I said, man, like you got to learn how to laugh and like have a good time. If I wasn't Tyreek Hill, Lord knows I probably would have been. You would have been locked up. I don't like dividing people, man.
I like bringing people together.
Okay, so Tyreek talking about just putting it behind him and kind of forgetting about it. He does have 2 traffic citations. I assume that would be resolved easily. And right now, according to Miami-Dade police, they are still putting it a little bit on Tyreek, saying, he was still uncooperative and refused to sit to the ground and was therefore redirected to the ground. One of the officers involved in the incident has been placed on administrative duties while the investigation is being conducted. So, that's kind of it. And a lot of people have feelings. A lot of people seem to think, okay, probably could have been handled a little bit differently by both sides. And how much of an issue this will be going forward, I don't know, or whether we'll just put it behind us and hope that we don't have this issue in the future. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, hopefully this is not an issue in the future ever again.
Yes, absolutely. So that is the latest that is going on with the Tyreek Hill situation. Body cam footage, if you haven't seen it yet, we've got it up on our Instagram and Facebook. It is there for you to check out. All right, coming up here in a couple of minutes, got a fun little game called Do It, Bitch.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Already?
I know. It's that time.
It's Tuesday again?
Yeah, now we might need to do something different here. Jay Bird was going off to a doctor's appointment, and I'm not sure. He said we could call him on the phone, but I don't know if he's available at this moment. And if he's not, I'm going to have somebody else step in and be your gambler, calling how many of a certain topic you can name in 10 seconds, Virginia.
Okay.
That's what the gambler does. So if you want to jump in for the first time ever and be a guest gambler here and do it, bitch, you can call us right now, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. Even without the bird, we're still playing around to do it, bitch, coming up next on the KVJ show.
I didn't think you'd understand me. How could you ever even try? I don't wanna tiptoe, but I don't wanna hide. But I don't wanna feed this monstrous fire. Just wanna let this story die, and I'll be alright. We can't be friends, but I'd like to just pretend. You cling to your papers and pens. Wait until you like me. Me and my truth, we sit in silence. Baby girl, it's just me and you. 'Cause I don't